What if Yuta copied the 10 Shadows technique? Let's talk about it, but spoilers beware. This is one that I've seen a lot of people wonder about over the years, and it just makes sense, right? Because how would Yuta's technique interact with such a complex ability like the 10 Shadows? Because this is no ordinary curse technique. For starters, we know that 10 Shadows users just receive Divine Dogs. So would Yuta just miraculously get Divine Dogs as soon as he copied the technique, or would he be out of luck? Divine Dogs aside, how are any of these Shikigami gonna work given Yuta's 5-minute limit with copied techniques? We know that 10 Shadows users have to tame Shikigami, right? So is Yuta gonna use his 5 minutes, tame Escape Rabbit, and then he just has that forever? Or will he have to tame Escape Rabbit each and every time he copies the technique? So how's this gonna work? Well, one way we could look at it is to say that, okay, maybe the 10 Shadows is just too complex and it doesn't really fit within Yuta's copy framework. And maybe he would just be able to use the shadow manipulation aspects when he copied the technique, but not really have access to the Shikigami. And I think that's fair if you want to interpret it that way, but I think that's selling copy a little short, because time and time again, we've seen copy find a way to make things work that would seemingly be impossible. For example, when Yuta copies Curse Speech, it literally manifests the Inumaki clan marks on his face in order to do that. Another example would be Yuta copying Charles's manga panel future ability, which he usually uses this tool that's part of his technique to do, right? But in Yuta's case, he's able to just manifest that same concept via one of his domain swords. Now, obviously there's no right answer here because this never happened in the series, but in my opinion, those things speak to copy's ability to find a way to make things happen. So it's really just how we want to flavor it. So in my opinion, I think it would be cool if outside of his domain expansion, Yuta was able to manifest the shadows the same way we saw Megami use them. But in the domain, in his most potent copy form, if you will, I think it would be awesome if just the 10 Shadow Shikigami were scattered amongst the randomized swords. Meaning he could just grab one and boom, all of a sudden Maharaga has joined the fight. Now, an interesting thing to consider is how the taming aspect would work here. So maybe we could say that, you know, in his normal 5-minute window, he does have to subjugate each Shikigami, and then and only then they'll appear in his domain. I think that would be kind of a cool twist, but otherwise he can't really like wield the Shikigami outside of the domain. But again, it's kind of dealer's choice in how you want to put a spin on it. So outside the domain, shadow manipulation and subjugation rituals. Inside the domain, the full zoo. But y'all let me know your thoughts.